Christmas do's and don'ts. How to stay accountable, what foods to avoid, what foods should I consider eating, and is it really worth dieting over Christmas given some of the things I might miss out on? Well, answer, entirely subjective. Here is what I recommend. Take into consideration the potential repercussions before you go and splurge. Take into consideration how much you're actually intending to eat in addition to what you've been prescribed before you go and splurge. So there is no right or wrong. If you deem eating the food you are intending to worth working a little harder preceding such an occasion, then by all means go and eat those foods. If you would rather not do additional work to find yourself in the same circumstance you would otherwise be, provided you weren't to eat those things, then that's okay too. There is no right or wrong. You shouldn't be scrutinised for eating over Christmas, provided you're interested in health and fitness. You shouldn't be scrutinised for not celebrating over Christmas, provided you're interested in health and fitness. There is no right or wrong, entirely subjective. There will be repercussions. That goes without saying. So for the sake of conversation, if you eat 3,000 calories in addition to what you should eat, right, what you're being prescribed, or then provided you don't increase your expenditures or decrease your calories accordingly to compensate, those 3,000 calories you'll have to cop on the gym. So let's say for the sake of conversation, you burn 250 calories per hour on a treadmill and you keep everything else controlled, and your ambition, provided you are intending to eat, is to burn the calories you eat in addition to what you've been recommended by increasing your expenditures. Well, it's going to take you approximately 12 hours on a treadmill to burn those calories. If you deem those 12 hours worthwhile for the sake of being able to celebrate with your friends and eat the things you would like to, fantastic. But I definitely recommend taking into consideration the work involved, because last thing you want to do is eat those foods, then regret having to work harder out of guilt to look the way you would otherwise look in the same space of time. Or alternatively, the last thing you want to do is forfeit those occasions, don't celebrate them with your friends. Or alternatively, forfeit those occasions, not eat the food you would otherwise like to, feel like you've deprived yourself, and then regret not having enjoyed that occasion with your friends after taking into consideration what you would have had to do and considering that worthwhile. As I said, there is Christmas, there is no right or wrong. New Year's, there is no right or wrong. If you want to celebrate with food, celebrate with food. If you want to celebrate with alcohol, celebrate with alcohol. There will be repercussions. Take into consideration, provided you are invested in health and fitness and your interest is to look a particular way in a given space of time, take into consideration what more is required of you, provided you do that, to make up for lost time, to make up for the calories you've eaten in addition to what you should have. Simple as that. Enjoy yourself. If you want to eat, eat. If you don't want to eat, don't eat. Don't feel pressured to do either. And as I said, just before you do anything, understand what is required, and make an educated decision based on the context you have. Enjoy.